All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Heroes of Time 2. We are raising money for Breakthrough T1D, supporting type 1 diabetes research and support. I hope you guys are excited for some Breath of the Wild gameplay. This is a Zelda event, and I'm a bit of a Breath of the Wild enthusiast, so we've got a really fun speedrun planned. Oh, and with me, I've got the lovely Cloud. Um,
Hello, hello. Great to see you all. I'm super hyped for this run. This is one of my personal favorite speedrun categories in Breath of the Wild, and I think many speedrunners will tell you the same too. It's just got such fun tricks. It's just a blast. If you've never seen a Breath of the Wild speedrun before, this is a pretty good one for your first time. So definitely stay tuned and also get those donations in.
that's right. This is a Master Sword restricted speedrun. So the goal of the speedrun is to get the Master Sword. So it's not the normal speedrun where you try and like finish the game as fast as possible. Instead, the focus is to, um, complete 40 shrines and get the Master Sword. But while we aren't defeating Ganon in this run, it is arguably like more exciting than some of the other runs that
Quella è
actually
una
complete the
tavoletta
game,
sceicca.
because there's a lot of cool tricks.
Ti guiderà
I
dopo il
definitely agree.
risveglio dal tuo
And
lungo
a lot of the
sonno.
tricks that we're going to see Player 5 pull off here are very, very precise and tight in terms of timing and execution. So there's going to be a lot of fun in store for us today.
Oh,
Starting with our
also,
very first trick of the run. Mhm.
oh wait, actually, go ahead and explain us more first.
Yeah, I think this is one of only maybe two that we'll see in the entire run, but we're going to see what's called a scope clip, where by pulling out the scope at a precise spot and angle in the wall, Link can just displace right through it and get out of bounds. This is going to skip quite a bit of movement and cutscenes. We're just going to be able to work our way out of bounds up into the world. Another thing this is going to do for us is we're not going to get to watch that famous title cutscene. So it's always going to be 5:15 a.m., which is going to be nice because it means we're not going to get those random enemy spawns that we would get during the night as we're trying to navigate our way around between the different shrines in Hyrule.
All right, so first I'm gonna be picking up a little bit of backup food. Actually, that should be good enough. And there is a donation incentive for this run. So
Link,
the little twist we have is that,
dirigiti al luogo
I
segnalato sulla
haven't
mappa della tua tavoletta sceicca.
I haven't done a 100% speedrun in a while. It's been maybe 3 months by this point. But if you want to see me get some Koroks, then it's $20 per Korok. The fun thing about this speedrun is that we do pass by a lot of areas in the game. And so I'll be able to just like stop by and grab Koroks kind of whenever I want. And it shouldn't add too much time to the run. It'll be a little bit of a test
And for
for
those of you that
me.
didn't know, Player 5 is actually the world record holder for the 100% category, so he's an expert at grabbing Koroks.
And that's right.
And speaking of getting those donations, we already have a $5 donation from Storewide Boss, who says, as a Breath of the Wild speedrunner with T1D, I'm so happy for this event. Good luck, P5, and thank you, Cloud, for commentating. Thank you for your donation, Storewide Boss.
Oh,
That's
thank
going
you,
to get us closer
Sorwide.
to our first Korok. So 40 shrines to go. We've got 4 on the Great Plateau that are kind of forced shrines. Of course, we're going to be grabbing these abilities that the game gives us on Plateau before we're allowed to leave. But then we've got 36 after that. And a lot of them we're going to be able to skip using this one glitch. It's kind of a one-size-fits-all movement technique called a wind bomb here, and there's so much nuance to this trick, but it's super fun. We can place 2 bombs kind of behind each other like that in slow-mo, and then just detonate Link, launch him across the map. So we're gonna be seeing that trick a lot throughout the run. And like I mentioned, it's very nuanced. There's a very high skill cap to it. There's so much you can do with wind bombs that we're gonna be seeing player 5 go for here.
Oh, Antapir asks a good question. This should be a fun discussion. Because we're doing like a shrine speedrun, we'll be visiting a lot of the different shrines in the game. And so, it's a good time to look back at your like casual playthrough and think, what was your favorite shrine when you played this game? But to answer the actual question, what's my favorite shrine in the run? It is obviously Tommel, without a doubt.
A good pick. And you're going to be doing a wind bomb in Tommel, right? Can we expect to see that from you today, Mr. 5?
We might lose a commentator when we get there.
Oh gosh, I'll keep my mouth shut. So if you're familiar with most Breath of the Wild speedruns nowadays, we clip into all the shrines on Plateau and just make short work of it. In Master Sword Restricted, however, clipping into 40 shrines would be kind of a tall order. So we're actually going to go pick up the Great Plateau Tower, which is what opens the warp points for the shrines, so we don't have to clip in. Also because with getting so far around the map, there's a lot of verticality to Hyrule's map, right? Mountains, canyons, lakes, everywhere. It's really hard to get to a lot of the shrines and get out of those shrines without warping. So this is another thing that the tower is going to be useful for. And now while we're watching this cutscene, we got a $20 donation from Crystal, who says, can't spell speed without S-E-E-D. That's true, and that will get us to our first Korok seed. We've also got a $5 donor from MZ, who says, I was trying to think of a Zelda pun, but I won't try and force it.
Oh my goodness.
Good one. Good one.
Get it? Because it's the Triforce? Is that even real, though? I mean...
I don't know. We don't get to see it much in Breath of the Wild. I can actually only think of one place where it actually shows up, unless you count, like, amiibo shields and whatnot.
Okay, so I think I know where the first Korok that I'm gonna grab is. It'll be on the Great Plateau. Let's see. Do I remember
Funny
how to
thing
do
about this
this?
tower that you may not know from your casual playthrough is there's actually kind of an invisible wall surrounding it to force you to drop down. So we got to do a wind bomb over this wall, and ooh, extremely lucky to get the letter.
It's all skill actually.
Expert shot, right on the green, right on the green. Can we get some golf claps in chat?
Okay, so how you're supposed to
nice
do that? That wind bomb is supposed to be a wind bomb off the tower. You go over this invisible wall around the tower, and then you induce lag by looking at the forest, and then, open the inventory a few times as you're moving. It'll like generate enough lag that the game will kick Link out of Ragdoll, and then you can do a glitch called a fall damage cancel to not take any damage when you land. However, you can also just land in the water, because Link doesn't take any damage when he lands in the water. So I totally did not mess up generating lag and was meaning to land in the water the whole time.
Speaking of lag, we are playing actually on the Switch 1, on version 1.6, which is not the current patch of this game. If you're playing on your Switch 2, this is an older version, and there are a couple particular tricks that you're not going to be able to do in this run. One of them is that sliding glitch we saw earlier, that we're going to be seeing a lot more of. And then second is the lag. Obviously something big that was fixed in the Switch 2 release was a lot of the lag and slowdowns in the game. But some there are some tricks we can do to use that lag to our advantage, like the fall damage cancel P I was talking about. And we're gonna get to combine that with Wind Bombs later. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Oh wait, Cloud had mentioned what amiibo shields. I kind of forgot. It's time. It's time. This is super exciting. Trying to scan a bunch of amiibo.
Time to rain meat from the sky.
Look at that. I feel like such a cheater right now.
You are, but it's okay. We still love you anyways.
It's for a good cause.
It's for a good cause. Cheating for a good cause.
Alright, so yeah, I just scanned some amiibo, which gives me some backup food. So if I need to wind bomb to an extra Korok, this is like the one category other than any percent that, oops, can't get that back. That does not do the glitch that gives you like infinite fairies. So I do need extra food in case I need to do more wind bombs.
And there's our first Korok. Again, that's $20 cumulative per Korok. If you want to see the Breath of the Wild world record, 100% speedrun world record holder, get all the Koroks. I'm not very good at math, but that's a lot of money going to a great cause if you want to see him get every Korok in the game.
That would be a lot.
Speaking of which, we have $20 from Brentus, who says, 1 Korok and no more diabetes, please. Coming right up. Thank you for your generous donation.
Okay, I think the next one we're gonna wait until we're done with Plateau.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's a test for me. Do I remember where all the Koroks are?
It
Probably.
hasn't been that long since you ran 100%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple months. Personally, I think a certain number of Koroks should be required for any percent. Like, why are you just going straight to the end of the game? You're like skipping all the good stuff.
You're so right.
They should make you entering the Sanctum to start the boss rush should have like a hard check on like your Korok inventory. Like if you didn't get 10 Koroks, a pop-up shows up that says like, bro, go touch grass, go play more of the game.
Okay. I was trying to get rid of the torch, but it's fine. This is interesting because it's like, which Korok do I go for? There's so many to choose, but also it's like I don't have infinite resources like I would in a 100% speedrun.
Well, if all else fails, we can just scan more meat, right?
True. The thing I'm thinking might be an issue right now is arrows? If they're like Koroks I need to shoot.
Surely we can just go kill a Lionel or something. Speaking of arrows, it's kind of funny because I was thinking about how like there's so many glitches that you can do in Tears of the Kingdom, but there's still no way to like really duplicate arrows that well. Apparently they have a way now, but it's like super convoluted, like most things are in Tears of the Kingdom. But I remember watching those old videos of like, get 999 arrows in Breath of the Wild. And they're like standing on a rock island shooting a Lionel bow or something.
Dude, the torch method
Arcade
is so good. Or there's like torches and campfires that you can use to
Yeah, yeah.
to duplicate your arrows.
Nowadays, now that I'm older, I just use IST
Mm.
like a cheater. Well, would you look at that? We're already coming to the end of our 4th shrine. 36 more to go. Nice bounce off the wall there.
Oh, thank you. It's better than the ones I get in any percent.
Of course.
I'm not salty though. True, there are a lot of Koroks, so you know, that's some more donations and we can see some of them.
But there aren't as many shrines as you may think, and this run is going to go by pretty quick, so if you're looking to get donations in, better sooner than later.
Ooh.
Oh, and I just realized you're playing in English, so we don't even get to do the, oh, we're playing in a different language because it's faster thing.
I did keep, I think it's Italian voice acting. Honestly, wait. I said we would wait for
Oh.
the end of Plateau, but I kind of forgot about this guy. I feel like this might be some people's favorite Korok.
It's a pretty good one. And speaking of Koroks, we've got another $20 from Diesel, who says, yay for T1D research. If P5 was a real speedrunner, he'd go for that Gerudo Desert Mag block puzzle, smiley face.
That one is W44, which stands for Wasteland Korok number 44. And yeah, basically, if I know the ID of the Korok, then it's a problem.
Studying the route.
Because yeah, I think that's the only one that I actually remember.
I was gonna say, I'm not familiar with this one, but there must be some sort of history here if you know it by name. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Ooh, so this is a fun trick. This is what we call a super launch or a super remote. We talked earlier about using lag to our advantage. This game's got a funny mechanic where whenever there's a lag frame, it'll skip that frame, and then to compensate for the physics system, it'll double the speed of everything in the game on the very next frame to catch up.
We do have another Korok, right?
Ooh.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm trying to be
Take
all
it
six
on.
with this thing. This, and then we get. Oh! No way! I just missed that. There we go.
Curry.
First try. Oh, but yeah, the super launch.
Super launch. So if you induce lag there and you pull your glider on the very next frame after a lag frame, you get double speed and you just get to fly super fast. It's a very satisfying and fun trick to pull off.
And it's kind of interesting because it's only possible on the Switch 1. If you're playing on the Switch 2, it's much harder to generate lag because the console is more powerful. So it's kind of
smooth. Boo-hoo.
It's also
Suffering from success.
really interesting because even on a Switch 1, they updated the game when the Switch 2 came out. And so that update kind of improved the performance of Breath of the Wild. Even though it's the same console, they just optimized a couple of things, so it's much harder to generate lag, even though it is still possible. But it makes it much harder to do stuff like super launches. This.
Even on the Switch 1 version, the new update, I was playing around with it for quite a while trying to get a super launch, and I could barely get enough black. I think I got it once out of like 30 attempts or something.
Time for the meat. Oh wait, just kidding. We got
It
peppers.
works too. Player 5, I got some good news for you. Are you ready to hear it?
I am.
We've got a $100 donation from Marish, who says, "Does this count as 5 Koroks?"
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
indeed it
I,
does.
I guess I'm getting 5 more Koroks.
That is a lot of Koroks. I hope you all in chat are ready to yahaha for the next hour. Thank you for your extremely generous contribution towards Breakthrough T1D, and of course towards P5's Korok Hunt.
You know, I haven't collected enough Koroks in my life.
What's 5 more, right?
True. Let's see. I don't remember. That's interesting. Okay, we'll get the one after Healer. Oh, I guess. Are you keeping a tally somewhere? I don't want to.
I've got it. I've got it. I've got it.
Okay.
Don't worry. I've got your checklist for you. This shrine is always an interesting one. This is another very tight setup here. You gotta go just high enough to clear over that wall, but not high enough where you bonk the ceiling or you'll fall into the pit of despair. Thankfully, P5 didn't either. And we got a $5 donation from Spider King, who says, "Forget about a Master Sword restricted run. We want to see a Korok Seed restricted run." And my question would be, what would be the restriction in Korok Seed? I guess no
Well,
IST, right?
You can't dupe, yeah.
No duplication.
It is pretty interesting. There are multiple ways of duping Korok seeds, but they're not like equivalent, I guess. Because one, wait, it's this way. Can I even wind bomb? Wait.
Getting off this shrine is so annoying.
Let me see. I'm gonna wind bomb this way. I just don't know if what's her face gets mad at you if you blow up her flowers.
Flower blight.
All right, we got this one, and then we can do this way. A little bit of meat.
I'm trying to take notes here because I think in my casual Breath of the Wild playthrough, I never got every Korok either. I'm learning about some new Korok locations.
A lot of people do say they find some of the Koroks from watching Hundo. Okay, I'm gonna actually go back this way.
Grab the fairy.
I don't think I would need it because I have meat. So I could always just use that, but having the fairy is nice. Okay, there should be one drop down here. Oh, this is not the right. Wait.
Close enough.
What? Oh, it's right here. I was like, they got rid of it.
The
Hopefully that
patch notes
doesn't-
version 1.9 removed one single Korok south of Riverside Stable. All right, well, as you're making your way to the next shrine, I've got some more Korok news for you. We've got another $100 donation, this time from Blinky.
Oh my
No
goodness.
comment, but thank you so much for your generous contribution to both the charity and to P5's Korok hunt. Now we've got a running total of 7 to go now.
Holy moly. Thank you, Blinky. I wonder if perhaps people are missing the hundo runs. Okay, I could probably eat this, do this, and then that.
Very nice. We could use a little bit of mixed tactics in this shrine. It's really hard to get a wind bomb straight at the end because there's all these like walls and bars and such. So launching yourself up there and then just doing a quick little slide at the end ends up being pretty fast while also being quite consistent. Yeah, I remember this the first time I watched this speedrun where they did a BLSS slide inside a shrine, and I was like, that doesn't feel right. That feels kind of illegal.
Oh, they can't catch me.
It's going too fast.
I got all here.
Speaking of slides inside shrines,
Oh.
one of my favorite places to slide is actually inside Trial of the Sword in the DLC. You can clip out of bounds, and all of the different trial rooms are on the same map. And there's like nothing loaded in, so there's basically zero lag, and you can just slide around the entire world.
Trial of the Sword would be a fun thing to do, but I do not have the time.
Not even for a quick little Hinox bonk.
No, we're running a tight schedule here.
I was about to say, have you even done that? That'd be like in a speedrun before, but then I remembered you did Hondo EX.
Yeah, actually, that's the first time I think that I've done it in a speedrun. All right, the next shrine is the one.
This one's a good one.
Top Mole is the one I was talking about.
We're gonna be seeing the peak, pinnacle, absolute, just human limit of what you can do in Breath of the Wild speedrunning here in this next shrine.
Okay, but first, wait, is it this one?
This wind bomb chain always scares me.
Oh, yes, that's actually interesting. Well, I mean, we could do the detour here, or why not?
Might as well.
This is funny, because, yeah, I got this a little bit mixed up. But you can do this wind bomb, and this is how the Hondo route would do it. You would come from a shrine over yonder, get this Korok, and then go this way, and there's another race Korok.
I see. I hope everyone in chat is taking notes because there will be a Korok quiz at the end of the run.
That's right.
A nice cheeky square first. And another Korok down. By the way, I've got a $40 donation for you from Majestic Centaur. No comments, but thank you so much for your contribution. That'll give us another 2 Koroks to the list. We're getting an absolute clinic showcase of wind bombs here. Whoa. Very tight. Good recovery.
No. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I feel like maybe
Like
I
I
have some
said, an
plot armor.
absolute clinic. We've got the turns, the square firsts, the super launches, the mid-airs with 1 pixel of stamina remaining.
There was no stamina. I I literally did not have stamina at the end. Alright, well anyway, my favorite shrine in the whole run. Thank you,
There
Tom
you
Mole.
go. Incredibly impressive. Great work. What an amazing showcase here. Yeah, this shrine's always great because it's like, yeah, no glitches. We're just gonna run up the ramp that you can just run up.
Yeah, just blow up some boxes and then run up the ramp.
There
And
you
that's it.
go.
Okay, let's see. We want to do.
Tried to get him to do Tommel Wind Bomb and he threatened me. So I decided to back off.
Hello? See, I know the game better than the game does. Like, there's a Korok here, come on.
Moakeed's a pretty good one. We call this one Evil Stasis because it's got those boulders that roll down the ramp, but there's like lava and it's evil.
I have heard it called Evil Stasis, yes.
See, look, Evil Stasis.
Guys, I'm just like, I'm thinking of what Koroks to get. Well, let me see.
Okay, but question. If we go to Korok Forest and we just talk to all the Koroks, does that count? I think that should count.
True. I mean, what you? Oh, you guys want to talk to Walton? For shame.
Can you imagine if they named all 900 Koroks? But then it also brings up the question, like, how come only the ones in the forest get names? And the rest of them are just like Korok W44 or something? Is there like a secret caste hierarchical system within the Korok civilization that we are not privy to?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm starting to question Nintendo's design philosophy.
Well, that's good. You should question everything. We'll grab this one. I don't know if it's optimal, but yeah, we don't have speed food, so this is kind of slow.
We can enjoy the lovely scenery of text notes Death Mountain foothills. Brown, brown, and more brown.
It does show off a cool glitch that we do, where I think we only do it in 100% speedruns. It's called Golden Gauntlets, and it lets you like hold objects as if they had the weight of a remote bomb to emitter. And so for rocks, normally they're pretty heavy, so Link walks a little slower, but in this case, because it's, you know, the weight of a bomb, we can walk normal speed. And so it saves a little bit of time per Korok, which adds up to a lot with how many Koroks there are throughout the run.
I'm interested to see your limit for this one. Oh, simple enough.
Write that down. That was like
Writing
perfect.
it down. That was very nice.
Oh man. I still haven't learned there's a faster way to do that shrine. Where you do a wind bomb where you can pull glider so you don't ragdoll.
Oh. I've tried playing around with a couple different setups. I need to study up on my wind bombs.
Yeah, I learned that one from Tapir actually. I used to be pretty bad at that shrine. But Tapir showed me. You just aim at the like corner. Oh my goodness. Of course, everybody's favorite, the wind.
I do my runs for this category in Russian, and if I ever drop the bomb there and I'm trying to pick it back up, you know, picking up the bomb and entering the shrine is the same button, like the A press. So I have to like distinguish the Russian text between pick up bomb and enter shrine, so I don't press the wrong thing and just lose 40 seconds of my life.
Classic.
Oh, are you gonna do that golf shrine in Akala? I always think about that one.
If somebody donates extra, I could do it. Are you talking about the golf Korok?
Yeah, the golf Korok. That one scares me.
That one is, I
On a
think,
primal level.
the worst Korok in the game. But, you know, if somebody wants to donate right now for it, I could do it. I actually wonder how much stamina, or not stamina, durability this hammer has. If it'll like last.
True.
It should. What's our Korok backlog at?
It's currently at 3.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Did I just hear?
We got a $100 donation from Too Wicked. You require additional Koroks.
All right. Well, we'll do it. I think that fits the bill.
I agree. And I think that since this Korok is extra evil, I think this one's got a premium charge on it. So we'll only add a couple extra to your tab here.
Oh my goodness, dude, this Korok right here. I will now think of it as the Korok that Moy. I was like watching his first run. You could not see it.
Oh no.
Alright,
They're
well
slandering
anyway.
my goat and they're not even wrong.
So this is the most evil Korok in the game.
Nice on.
Oh, almost.
What's the par for this Korok? I think 3 is pretty
Yeah,
generous.
probably 3.
And there you go, that's a par. Light work from our pro speedrun golfer.
Let's see. Oh, no, we can probably, yeah.
Gotta love the wind. The 2 most triggering things about speedrunning this game is when you're trying to slide and your bomb rolls away, and when Link is falling down a slope and he does that stupid sound.
Yep. We know it and we love it. Oh, this one's a fun one. People get mad at me when I... Oh, oops. See, okay, this is why. This is why we do it. But people get mad at me for, like, not making a circle. But the problem is, if you make a circle, you won't be able to get bullet time when you try to wind bomb off the rock that you've just placed. And so, you're actually supposed to put it slightly offset from where it would normally line up.
You're here to go fast, not draw perfect circles, alright?
True.
Fun little square first. So it looks like we're done with our Akala branch, and we're gonna work back and make our way to Kakariko to trade in some of these orbs for heart containers, which will help us collect Koroks better and be a lot less reliant on backup food. That's a kind of a big reason. A lot of people started running this route, was it last year? Year and a half or so ago?
Something like that, yeah.
The Akala first route. Yeah, just very consistent. Now that we've got 15 spirit orbs, we're going to collect one more on the way to Kakariko and then use the goddess statue there to trade.
I sure hope my splits are correct. I
Looks good to
seemingly
me.
lost my splits file for MSR. Had to recreate it like maybe 10 minutes before.
Oh, fun. I can picture you after your last PB like, I'm never running this stupid category again, and just like rage deleting your splits.
It's right here, isn't it?
Maybe.
We're in the Lizalfos den right here.
Gotta keep the viewers on their toes. Alright, our backlog is down to just one Korok. You guys aren't gonna let P5 actually run the game, are you? These lasers are kind of jerks.
Okay. That's not gonna work.
Lord.
We gotta get some more back. Okay, I'm gonna do this. There we are.
Beautiful. Dakatus. This is a really fun shrine. If you haven't seen this one in a speedrun, this one kind of blew my mind a little bit.
I guess we'll use the ferry.
It's this darn lizard's fault. So on that front wall...
Let's see. Okay.
There's actually a small hole where you can just blast yourself through. And then you got just enough space on this little ledge here to wind bomb up right to the end. skipping the scoop puzzles or whatever you want to call them. As a runner, my favorite shrines in the route are the ones where you can just wind bomb straight to the end. But as a viewer, I love these ones where they kind of force you to get creative with it.
And speedruns is like, it's mostly it's mostly just wind bomb to the end. But, you know, there's a few where you gotta do something that's a little bit more involved, and I mean, sometimes you just run through the shrine like normal. Oh, wait. I grabbed an apple, well, actually a few.
Ooh,
So,
huge brain strat here. And with that, our
actually,
backlog is completely cleared out, so now you can actually play the game for a little bit until somebody gets in another donation. Remember, that's $20 donation for 1 Korok seed to make player 5 go out of his way to grab. And you've got a bit of downtime here while he's turning in these spirit orbs for heart containers. So if you want to snipe a Korok, now would be a great time to get in a $20 donation.
now the real question is, will I actually be able to get a Master Sword restricted run within the hour-and-a-half time slot?
Certainly not if we keep getting these Korok donations.
But if we are cutting it a bit close, I can always just get the Master Sword by cheating.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I approve. Look, we already dropped in meat from the sky.
True.
It doesn't get much more cheatery than that. It's for charity. It'll be fine. Alright, now that we've got our extra hearts, we're gonna head up to our first training shrine or test of strength skip. This one's a bit different than what we're gonna see later. But you know, those shrines where there's a guardian that spawns, what we're gonna have to do is wind bomb over the cutscene trigger to avoid the cutscene from playing, and then clip through the wall. If you're familiar with this shrine, you know that there's normally a tutorial where the little bot will come up and show you how to flurry rush and parry and backflip and all that. But we don't want to do that, so we're gonna launch over and then clip through.
Does that work? Oh my goodness, that was insane.
Yeah. That must have been really close.
Okay, that's not how it's supposed to go, but it's actually, like, that's even better.
I saw that launch and I was like, oh, this must be like a hundo thing I don't know about.
Let's see, and then I can blow myself up now because I have enough
Perfect.
hearts. There we go.
Beautiful. The blowing up link at the end there is to clear what we call glitch to ragdoll. Basically, every time we do a clip, we're gonna have to ragdoll after, or the next wind bomb will not work properly. The simple explanation.
And there we go. A nice little super. Jyggy midair.
Super launch into a turn, into a fast midair, you're seeing it all. This shrine is interesting.
Yeah, this one's usually the one you want to keep the fairy for.
Do you know my super secret lineup for saving the fairy?
Mm, it's is it this?
Yeah, it's just doing the shrine normal. No,
Oh
I
my
actually do
goodness.
have a lineup, but
Yeah, I have seen it. I just
my
haven't tried
that's
it.
my one claim to fame in Breath of the Wild speedrunning.
Folks, we are passing up on a lot of juicy Koroks.
And we're fast approaching the halfway point of the run, unless we've already passed it. Time-wise.
I honestly don't really remember.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think number-wise, shrine number 20 is Rita He, right?
That would not surprise me.
But of course, the second half is quicker.
Oh man, there's like a little Korok right here, but I guess I can't get it.
This is a fun shrine. It's also the last peaceful one before we get into the scary stretch. For me, at least. I'm sure P5 is fine. But
Yeah, I didn't.
the next couple of shrines are gonna be juicy, to use that expression I keep seeing in chat.
Surely I didn't spend like, I don't know, 30-ish minutes last night like practicing SEW.
It's alright. Oh my goodness. This reminds me, for a trick that's coming up here, you have to do a pretty precise series of inputs, and I just couldn't do it on my controller because the nail on my index finger was too long. So I remember there was one day I was doing attempts and I had to like go like clip my nails midstream
Oh my goodness.
so I could, and then I was able to hit it like very consistently after that.
Well, I did clip my nails earlier, so.
That's the strat. You got the buff now. Oh, and we got a $20 donation from Ben Jammin87 who says more Koroks. Coming right up. That's one more Korok we're gonna grab. Although I imagine it'll have to wait for a couple more shrines.
I will get the one on top of the Dueling Peaks. Because I grabbed apples. Alright, now. Surely we get this first try.
Alright, so we'll let P5 focus up. I'm gonna explain what we're about to see is Breath of the Wild's version of a wrong warp. Zelda speedruns famous for having glitches that can just warp you to random places. This one, however, this is called a shrine coordinate warp. So what P5 is going to do is he's going to press A to enter the shrine elevator while midair using a special glitch. And then he's going to blow himself up out of the radius of the elevator so he doesn't actually enter it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to glide over to the right and we're going to enter the elevator radius of a different shrine and then turn back and look at the shrine and release that elevator to activate kind of the action of entering the shrine. And it looks like everything went smoothly. We're going to end up in A completely different shrine. Very well done.
That's right. We made it to Shi Upper.
So this obviously saves a ton of time, since this shrine is very, very high up on the top of the mountain.
All right. And now, that was my shortcut to get to the next Korok, because I have picked up some apples, and there happens to be, I guess technically, the rock lift is probably faster. Yeah, we'll do the rock lift. Because I'd have to climb up and offer the apples. See that? Like, it's basically, it routes itself.
Very nice, very nice.
That would have been... that would have been amazing.
Oh, goodness. You probably would have just had to reload because we didn't get the warp point on the
yeah, we
shrine
didn't get the...
on
Yeah, that would have been content. But I think we're caught
Throwing
up.
for content again. What have we talked about throwing for content?
Now, I won't throw for content, but I could get some more Koroks. My brain is... Too much of my brain is filled with Korok locations.
You guys got him all worked up for Koroks. Let's put that 100% world record holder brain to use. Remember that every $20 goes towards P5 going out of the way to get another Korok. And again, those $20 donations are also going towards Breakthrough T1D. This shrine is a fun one where you get to... This one's actually a shrine quest, but you get to cheat a little bit. We've talked a little about how the Switch 1 has slightly worse performance.
This is not good. Oh no. I don't know the back.
If you warp back and slide again, would it work? Or is there a way to clip in?
There's a clip. I don't remember it. We will just use...
Never mind, we're not gonna cheat.
Yeah, we're not... We're, like, not cheaters.
Player 5.
Around here.
It's done enough cheating. We're gonna... I think it's the normal way. So normally what you would do is you slide into the shrine so fast that this big rock wall doesn't load it and you can just open the door and go right in.
However, I forgot where the shrine
upstanding.
was. So we are gonna wait. And now you get to hear Cass, so...
That actually didn't take nearly as much time as I thought it would. I don't know why I thought you had to like talk to Cass first.
Right. It's kind of random though. So it can take a really long time. And sometimes it bugs out and it'll pretty much never happen.
Surely that's never happened to you during a run on a good pace before, right?
I wonder why I know about it. So I'm gonna, like...
Remember kids, always check behind waterfalls in video games. Yeah, speedrunning this game has completely rotted my brain. If I try to remember how to do anything from like a casual gamer perspective, I just completely forget.
Okay, so I practiced this shrine last night. Did not get the wind bomb you're supposed to do very consistently, and so I'm doing the slower strat. But that's all right.
This one's really mean. I came up with my own super ultra baby strat where like I put a cryo block and then I do a square first from the top of the cryo block
Mm.
to the cage. Because the normal fast one was very mean to me.
Okay.
That's a
Yep.
classic. Surely we're just looking for a Korok, right?
This is kind of precarious. There we go.
Very nice.
Well, the search for Koroks is on hold currently.
Yep, we ran out of our backlist. If you guys want to see P5 get more Koroks, send in those $20 or more donations.
Stalling for donos. Oh my goodness. You're right. Yeah, I didn't mess up. I would never mess up.
You know, it's really convenient that they give you a health refill at the end of every shrine. Can you imagine if they didn't?
That's what we got this for.
Oh goodness.
Little cheater.
The
Oh no.
cheater tool. The magician's giving away his secrets.
I mean, at that point, we probably would just do IST.
Yeah.
This way.
I never thought about bombing off that tree before.
Yeah, this one I like a lot more than the other.
The
Spot.
fact you can get a step up off that little palm is so funny.
Yeah, you can get some weird step ups in this game.
Yeah, earlier in Short Assault, I thought you were gonna grab the ice arrows to show off like a BTB or something.
Oh, I thought about it. I was like, maybe I'll pick up the ice arrows, not just for well, I don't think I'm gonna do the BTB because I haven't practiced it in a while.
Yeah, that was scary.
But just for extra arrows, in case I want them for Koroks. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do the wind bomb chain, which I haven't done in a
Probably
run,
wise.
so it can't go wrong.
Of course. Whenever I'm learning a new speedrun, I always watch like a handful of top runs, which is great because you learn all the fast stuff. But the problem is you might not learn any of like the backups or the the easier things, because you know a lot of runners at the top level, they go for strats that maybe only save like 3, 4, or 5 seconds, but are way harder or way less consistent. So I was practicing that wind bomb chain over the canyon over and over again, and then Tapir was like, "You could just do the slide," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that."
Yeah.
But here's our first bona fide test of strength skip. A very fun little wind bomb, and then clipping through the wall.
Yeah, is the goal to get enough hearts for the Master Sword? Well, really the goal is to pick up as many Koroks as possible.
But that can only happen with all of your donations, $20 per Korok.
We are reaching... Well, we're almost at the 30 shrine mark, I think.
Yeah, I believe this is number 28 that we're on right now. So we are running out of time for you to get those Korok donations in.
How many Koroks do we have so far? We will see
I have
on...
not been keeping track, but yeah, we'll see during the loading screen.
Fun fact. We've got an 18.
18.
18,
Wow.
that's pretty good. But I think we can go a little bit higher. Would be crazy to try and turn this into a 40 Korok. Oh, come on. Speedrun instead of a 40 shrine speedrun.
This is another shrine where you can't quite just whip bomb straight to the end, so you gotta get creative to do it quickly. Normally, you're supposed to launch a bomb up there and then launch yourself up there, but there's a tiny little gap that you can just kind of slip through with a well-timed launch.
I wonder why they put that there. Like, what's the point in having a hole in the breakable rock at the top?
At this point, I've learned not to question Nintendo's design philosophy. Is this the closest that we're gonna get to the infamous Wasteland block puzzle?
Yeah.
I don't want to give anyone in chat any ideas. Never mind.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I wonder how much of a detour that would be.
Yeah, we are now on Shrine 30 out of 40, so after this one, just 10 to go. If you're looking to get in donations towards Breakthrough T1D and to make P5 grab some extra Koroks, strike while the iron is hot. I always find the segment to be pretty fun. A really fast slide you get to curve around. If somebody donates $5 million right now, P5 will stop and kill the Hinox with a hammer and Traveler's bow. Oh, unfortunate the time ran out.
Yeah,
I should have shielded for that one a little earlier. I didn't think of it till just now.
Yeah, at a certain point, if I was gonna kill that Hinox, well, actually, I do have a strat that would work.
This is true. This is true.
We're
Hold
already
up.
using
Hold up.
amiibo.
Hold up.
Just pull out a Guardian amiibo and then do the
Armpit bonk.
yeah.
Surely there's another Hinox later we could terrorize, right?
Probably.
You could do the
There are a
route
lot
that
of 'em.
goes from Katachuki to... what is it? The one in the canyon.
Zaltawa.
There's one there, isn't there? On the bridge.
That's Tears of the Kingdom, right?
Oh. Is it?
The one on the bridge is, I think that's Tears.
Oh my goodness. I'm opening up the object map.
This is interesting. Okay. We will try that one again. Listen, we saw nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you sure you didn't just clip that? I don't know how many hearts I need to make this safe.
I think 3's fine. Oh, there we go. I've got some more Koroks for you. Thanks to a $60 donation from Anonymous. No comments,
Yo.
no name on there, but thank you so much for your contribution. 3 more Koroks on the tab for our speedrunner.
That is very much appreciated. All of the donations count.
Three Koroks, 3 evil little Koroks. Rubbing their hands with mischievous glee.
Let me see. I think this one's good.
Ooh, very nice. The Triforce of Korok.
Indeed. There's actually 3 real quick here I could get.
Ooh. And fight the Lionel too, right?
That'll be an extra $100.
$1 billion. An extra dollar or two for the Lionel kill.
A little bit of personal space, please. Okay, yeah, this guy's. Oops. So my believe that was the 3.
It was. And our tab is back down to 0.
It's a little bit of a race, actually. Can you guys donate to get me to get Koroks faster than I can collect them? And be warned, I'm pretty fast.
He's pretty fast, alright. Breezing right through both the Koroks and the 40 shrines. There are only 7, 6, 8 to go, something like that.
I think we are approaching the end. There's like maybe 10 minutes. Is it? So I may have to make my way over to the forest soon. I don't really know how much time that takes. It would just be like slide. And then hopefully know how to slide into the forest from wherever.
Could always just go back to cryo, I suppose. But yeah,
Oh,
we got a
true.
little bit of time left, but not much for getting in those donations for P5 and his Korok hunt, and then of course for Breakthrough T1D.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get at least one more in before the end. The end is approaching faster than you might think.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Alright. That's why I picked up the other shield.
Perfect. I didn't realize you could super launch that one all the way to the shrine, or close enough.
Yeah, you can make it. I actually checked my PBE, and apparently I hit it, so...
Baking. You're a right-sider here, I see. We can no longer be friends.
Oh. My bad.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, wait, but do you... I'm trying to think, like, do I normally go to the left or the right peg? I guess it depends on the shrine. But in some
Yeah.
cases, it does make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you know, test of strengths, do you go to the right or the left?
I go to the right.
Okay, so you're normal in some cases.
Oh, goodness. My left-handed brain always wants to go to the left. Beautiful approach. Great job not dying, Link. We really appreciate that.
That we do.
I could tell he wanted to. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shrines or less to go. And we've got about 7 minutes or so.
I don't know when is it time to get going. We may need to warp to Cryo and slide to the forest to get the Master Sword.
Time is running out. If you'd like to snipe one last Korok or two, now will be the time. We've got a donation from iPatch, $3.25. And they say, I cannot donate $6.07 right now. That's okay. We appreciate your contribution nonetheless.
I see what you did there.
That gets us a little bit closer to another Korok. I think a $5 donation would push us over the next $20 cumulative mark for a Korok.
Let's see, Rinoya. Okay, well I kind of want to do this. Just to see.
This one's fun. And if it goes poorly, you can always just nope out. This movement section is really scary. We gotta do a couple of these mid-air wind bombs, and if you notice, stamina is in very short supply. But we were able to cross the gap. Very well done.
Is that a donation I hear?
We've got 2 donations, in fact.
Oh my goodness.
One from Pink Belly Thundershark, $10. No comment, but that pushes us over the edge to get a Korok. And then we've got $15 from Peanut, who says, wow, my girlfriend was totally amazed by Player 5's ability to go through the game so quickly. Amazing. Thank you to both of you for your contributions. And, so we've got that Korok right there, and we're just $5 away from another Korok. Can we snipe at least one more before finishing off the run here? We're sitting at about 15 or so cumulative. Oh, what is that? $15 from Nina. Thank you so much. There's another Korok for Mr. 5.
Yeah. Let's see, Cloud, how long do you think it would take to do the last 3 shrines here?
I think you should be fine. Maybe just skip the actual heart trading.
Oh yeah. So maybe like not really 5 minutes.
Or maybe
I feel like it's
I would say probably do Shagama and then skip the labyrinth. And that should be fine on time. Assuming, of course, we don't get sniped with another Korok before the end here, because we are in the home stretch. Again, just a few minutes left to go before we grab the Master Sword.
I do think if we get like an extra 5 minutes, then we probably could for sure beat the category.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not gonna do the wind bomb here because I don't actually remember how to do it consistently.
The skip is still very fun. And yes, hello Lionel, goodbye Lionel. I love how his battle music kicks in for like 3 seconds and then goes away. If anything, the Lionel is probably more confused than anything why there's a man just zooming by midair.
Wait, so do we have one more Korok here?
No, we don't have any on the docket currently. We are $10 away, cumulatively, from another Korok. If anyone wants to snipe potentially one last Korok, $10 or more would push us over the edge.
Making some preparations here.
Very good. No, that Podlin has certainly seen better days.
Oh.
I really like how they have this big ol' maze for you to do, but then you can just, like, go right to the end of the maze. Proceed onward and you will receive a blessing as a reward. Okay. And... done.
Easy.
And now with that, we've just got one final shrine to go before grabbing the Master Sword. So, in terms of the route for this category, obviously the Master Sword is in Korok Forest. Spoiler alert, by the way, for a game that came out almost a decade ago. But if you're familiar with Korok Forest, you know that it's surrounded by this impenetrable fog that if it catches you, it'll warp you out. But if we slide in these very specific paths, we can actually avoid the fog altogether and make it into the forest. Very scary, but very doable.
Alright. How many dollars to... Look, right now, if you do 10...
10 or more would push us over for one final Korok of the run before we grab the Master Sword.
The Walton, it's on the way.
And as a treat, P5 will throw in a special Master Sword glitch for you. He will teach you how to get the Master Sword without any hearts.
Okay, we can get to him later.
Oh, there we go. We got it. Thank you again to Peanut for another $15 donation. Okay, wow, my girlfriend said that she needs to see more videos from Player 5. Where can she find you?
Well, I guess the time to shout myself out. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/player5, And my YouTube is youtube.com/@player5sr. Wait, Q, I forgot to put the Master Sword as a split. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoy watching the speedruns. I will say Cloud is also a Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom speedrunner.
Oh, who, me?
So if you want more to watch. Alright, we will say hi to Walton right after...
All right,
let's see, I
so
do have the wood, but I need to grab the fire.
perfect. So walk us through what we're about to do here. This is not something you would normally see in the restricted category. This glitch is actually explicitly banned in the restricted category, but for the sake of time and because it's a pretty cool glitch, we're gonna show it off here. So walk us through what we're doing here with this campfire.
Okay, so when you sit at a campfire, there's like, with the camera pointed up, for some reason, this causes the game to unload a bunch of stuff. And that includes the cutscene trigger for the Master Sword.
There you go.
So there we go.
So if you just spam A out of waking up, you can just grab it, and there it is for free.
And now, for the final trick, let's go say hi to the best Korok in the game. And we are just about... Oh, snap, some fairies. Here he is. Here's my boy. Literally my boy. I got Walton with me.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. That's so cute. Everyone say hi to Walton or else.
Alright, well, he gives you the ultimate quest.
The ultimate trial.
And that concludes the run. That was honestly very well
There
timed.
you go.
Thank you all
perfect.
for your donations. I enjoyed that run. It was a nice a change of pace from MSR, getting the Koroks. A nice little mix. We did manage to get, I guess, 23 Koroks.
22.
So that's
Not
pretty
bad.
huge. Yeah, your donations are all appreciated. And I believe there is a pretty special segment coming up next for Zelda Wheel. So this has been Player 5 doing a Master Sword Restricted speedrun, and Cloud on commentary, of course. But stay tuned for some chaotic fun and more raising money for charity.
Thank you, everyone.